That Gemini kicking in.
This could be all of them. What's good, everybody? It's been a minute, but I am back for another episode of the Don't Start Your Shit podcast, where we kind of be starting some shit.
We be starting shit.
Right. So, episode 35. Here we are. We are going to dive into the abyss of interracial dating.
Yes, we are. Yes, Lord.
So, with that being said, I'd like to start off. How do you feel about interracial dating?
Well, first off, y'all, I'm pretty sure y'all done seen me on this page before since Monterius is not gonna reintroduce me, y'all.
Oh, y'all know who she is.
Oh yeah, and y'all, today my birthday.
Happy birthday!
I'm 31. Yay! But okay. This is my honest opinion about interracial dating. So, I feel like people should love who they love. It almost kind of be like the same thing with the pride shit. When I say pride, y'all know what I mean. Got to be careful with you too, the LGBTQ ABCDE family, like
my rainbow community.
Yes, I feel like love who you love, be with who you want to be with, but because I've dated outside of my race, I've dated white men before, but I also sometimes I be kind of like I kind of be like in the middle about it, because I feel like it's true, love who you love, date who you want to date, but I also do think about history and like slavery and stuff like that. And although all white people are not the same or whatnot, and all of them are not racist or whatever, I still do feel like that they can't help for it to be in their blood. Same way with like black people, our ancestors, a lot of stuff is like just naturally in our bloodline. It runs through our bloodline. I feel like even the white people that we might have like went to school with or whatever, that wasn't racist, and they love them some ninjas to death, they still can't help that their racism is definitely in their bloodline. So, even though I know dating outside your race ain't just necessarily white people, you can be, it can be Chinese people, it can be, what's other races besides?
It can be Mexicans. Yeah, it can be Germans.
Yeah, which is a lot of that. Them still have that Caucasian inside of their DNA, which is, I'm also just now learning that the term they used to use calling us monkeys, I'm just now learning that a lot of white people have a certain percent of dog and monkey in their system. I swear, this is so serious. Go do your research and look it up. That's why when, like, serious, honestly, this is some honest shit. I even went to the library and read up on this. That's why it was funny when people used to be like, oh, when white people get wet, they smell like wet dogs. Like, no bullshit, no kidding. This shit is so serious that in their DNA they have a little bit of dog, and yeah, that's why they can eat like raw meat and shit like that. But anyways, that's jumping off topic. Like, but yeah, I feel like interracial dating, you love who you love, you can date who you want to date, but sometimes I feel like we still also should take a step back and remember our history and remember what they did to our people, and kind of sit on that for a minute. I feel like the older I'm getting, I do feel like stay in your lane. When I say stay in your lane, meaning date inside of your race, because I feel like us as Black people could do a way lot more. We could be way more powerful. We could probably damn near take over the world if we wasn't so much against each other and came together and went against the real enemy, if you know what I mean. And I used to didn't think like that, like, oh, white people is the enemy, this and that. But the older I'm getting, because a lot of our history, they erased a lot of stuff. If you really think about it, when we were in school and stuff, a lot of the history that we learned, it's never really American history that we're learning about. A lot of the history is about other people, the other people history, the Indians, this and that. Like, it's never really was our history. But that's because if they were to put the real American history, especially dealing with Blacks, inside of the history book, it'll damn near really the world, basically. Like, especially if the kids sat down and got to soak in some of that information that I definitely been learning about and reading about. So, like, I mean, it's crazy. Like I say, I'm not a racist. I very much well have mixed people inside of my family. I'm mixed, even though it's with both of my parents are Black, but their parents are mixed with like Indian and French and stuff. So yeah, but I mean, I'm not against interracial dating, but it is also a lot to sit and think about too. What you think?
So, do you feel like Black people that date outside of their race, that they're betraying their own kind? Pretty much, is that what you're saying?
I wouldn't necessarily say betraying, because if that's the case, then like I say, I've also dated white people. So I mean, but okay, yeah, I ain't gonna do that. I ain't gonna be biased just because I've dated white people. We are. You damn near betraying your own kind.
Bro, what are you talking about, man? Bro, I'm out, man.
Because like I say, you laying down with a white man after the things that our people went through with slavery, with our Black women being raped and being in-house ninjas and stuff like that, specifically only for them to have sex with us, this and that. And then we're as a woman, a Black woman, to lay down with a white man is down there like a slap in the face to our Black men. Also, I feel like a Black man laying down with a white woman is damn near a slap in the face to the Black women for, even though a lot of white women didn't have a lot of say so back in those history days, they damn near kind of was almost under attack of the white man too, so far as you do as I say, you don't speak unless you're spoken to, things like that. The rules kind of some of the rules that kind of applied for Black people kind of applied to the white woman too, coming from a white male, but still they had way more privilege over Black people, which is we know that. We definitely know that. So, but I mean, a Black man dating a white woman, I mean, it's damn near basically to me the same thing.
Okay.
But in fairness,
Mm-hmm.
the that is the old generation.
It is.
So I wouldn't say that we can hold the current generation of white and Black responsible for what happened back then.
It is the old generation, but let's still not forget, it could be the old generation, but history is still history. It still doesn't wipe out the fact of like I say, slavery and this and that, because at the end of the day, that shit is still in their blood. It's still in their DNA. Like I was just saying off camera when me and him was talking, it's not necessarily a white person in these days we're living in now being racist. They love us ninjas. There's a lot of them that love us to death, but they also can't help that deep down they have that racism that runs in their bloodline. And I also say this, I bet you any type of kind of money that if some ish go down, best believe they're gonna stick with their kind. And yeah, they're gonna stick with their kind. If some ish went down, it's just say it's two Black people and 3 white people riding in a vehicle and everybody blowing on some tree, doing whatever, and they get pulled over, I bet you those white people stick together way more and go against those black people before they tell on each other. They'll damn near put everything on the black people before they switch up and tell on themselves or go against each other when it comes down to certain shit. Like it's very seldom. And then another thing that be crazy, like in this generation, okay, some of our peers aren't racist, but then you have their grandmothers or great grandmothers and grandfathers that are racist. So even if they're not racist, they still are around it, have been around it, and kind of been raised in it. They might not be as racist or not, or maybe not even racist at all, but they're still raised around it and around it. And then the real killer part about it is I've even been around some white people who, I mean, up and down, they love our, because they also are kind of like culture vultures, like steal our culture from the clothes we wear, like hip hop, this and that. They love our music, they love our style and shit, and then they still turn around and you make them mad enough, they will call you a ninja. You know what I'm saying? Not a ninja, but they'll call you a ninja with the hard ER at the end. You make them mad enough. I done seen it come out of the ones who are supposedly not racist at all.
Mm-hmm. Well, for me, people, what you may not know about me is that I have had some intertwining with a white woman back in my day. There's a bit of a difference when it comes to the way I'm gonna just speak from my personal experience. How I was treated from dating a white woman and dating a black woman. Now, back in my day, because you know, kids, I'm a little older. When I was dating the white girl that I was dating, at the time I didn't know what to call it, but I understand now that I probably was being fetishized, because when I was with her, she kind of looked at me as like a new adventure. I'm not sure if I was the first black person she ever been with, but every day that I saw her, she made it a case to pay extra attention to me, and the things that I would tell her about, I guess, my culture, the things I've been through, was just so fascinating to her. My hair was fascinating to her. This is when I was just first starting to try to grow my hair out the first time. My skin was fascinating. Like, everything about me was fascinating. And she treated me very, very well. She treated me like I was royalty. Now, at the time, like I said, I didn't know what was going on, because that was a different experience for me. I had never been fetishized in my life before up until that point. So it did feel good. It didn't feel weird per se. It felt like I was being paid attention to. My needs were being catered to. It was a great feeling. It didn't work out because I moved away. That's what it was. I was in Arkansas at this time. I moved back to Louisiana, so that's why we broke up. But it was a great experience. And then I go back to dating black women, and it's just not the same experience. Not saying I had a bad experience, but it's like they already understand who you are. They don't necessarily have to pedestalize you, because that's just not, well, in this generation, they're not used to seeing a black man being pedestalized. You know, it's kind of more of an equal thing, partnership. It's not really king culture anymore. It's an equality culture. So it's a different type of thing. So for me, I would say I had a good interracial experience. I wouldn't discourage it, but it's definitely a different experience if you haven't done it before. If you've only dealt with black women as a black man, it's a completely different experience once you date outside the race. I don't think it's always a bad thing, but do beware. You might want to make sure that when you're in that type of relationship, that they're really about you and not about the idea and the fantasy of you, because that's where the lines can be blurred. You think they're about you, but they really are just testing themselves to see if they actually like what they see.
Definitely 100% agree. And that what you said, that's another thing I do agree with. They some of them, once again, not all of them, especially like, well, because when you have when we have kids with them, when these mulatto babies come through in situations like that, you would think that they have no choice but to respect the black culture, respect all that, because now you have a black baby. Because we all know that the race of a child is definitely dependent on the race of the dad. That chromosome and DNA of what their race is going to be definitely comes from the dad, 110%. So, but again, it's not necessarily the white woman that, I mean, them bitches, them bitches. I said bitch because we too be tripping. Them bitches, they be tripping hard too, and sometimes it do be more of a like a fantasy thing or whatever, want to be dominated by a black man, or knowing that it has been said that black men, our black men are hung and white men are not. And so sometimes I feel like it do be kind of more of a fetish of like wanting to fuck with our men, but you would think that once children get involved, like it'll be they would chill a little bit on certain stuff, because now you have a black baby. Rather you, your granny, your auntie, whatever the fuck, like you would think it would be a little bit more respect added to that situation, considering now that you're raising a young black girl or a young black male. You would think it would be a little bit more respect on that end of um using the hard ER on the word ninja, and a lot of more other stuff too. But for the most part, I feel like, yeah, they white women fantasize about men with our black men, only to get with them, get what they want, damn near take advantage of what they want, and then they don't be that much really interested. And if they are, interested, well, by the time a nigga realize that, it down now almost kind of be, I'm not gonna say too late. Either they been already had got pregnant and be getting ready to have these mulatto babies, or sometimes it don't work out. Sometimes a man see that and fall back. That's like I was watching this series on TikTok where this guy was dating this white girl, and it literally was almost on some like Get Out type stuff, y'all. He was did you see this? What I'm gonna talk about? Well, let me talk about it first. The guy was dating this white girl, and he said he dated her for probably maybe like a year. And he said one day something was going on with his phone and he needed to use hers to download some stuff. Like they were like content creators, and his phone was going dead, so he needed hers to do some editing and stuff. And he said he don't know what made him do this, because he said normally he's not this type of guy, but his spirit kept telling him to go through her messages, and he say when he got ready to go through them, her mom had just sent her a message mentioning his name. So, like any other black person, he hit it. He hit the message, and he even had the screenshots and shit to prove it. Well, in the messages they were talking, and the mom was like, I don't really think you should be dating him. Like he would be, but he would be good around the house for this and that. He would be good for when the cars aren't working. For him to work on the cars and stuff. Basically, pretty much calling this man a fucking giant, and down there saying that he don't like he's not even human. Like almost like I say, that's why I say on some get out type ish. Like basically saying he's good. He would be good to be in the house to do in-house shit like working on our cars or cleaning up, or he's very tall where he's good for light bulb changing, but he's not good enough to be dating you, my daughter. He's not good enough to be dating you, to be talking about marrying you, to be talking about having kids with you, but he's good to have around. And that he even said that reminded him so much on like some get out type stuff. And say the in the messages the girl was like, oh mom, but I love him, can I keep this one? Also saying things like that, this one, like, our black men are some goddamn type of pets or something. Like it's almost like a little kid saying, oh mom, can I please keep this one? Like talking about a cat or a puppy or something. Almost like, like we're not human. But mom, I really like him, can I keep this one? And he said that gave him weird vibes, and weird, which is hell yeah, it'll give any man that if he think he's with a woman and she loving on him and he loving on her, only to go through her messages and see not necessarily her, but her mom is talking shit about you, and then instead of the daughter defending, saying like, "What the fuck you say?" or "What you talking like? Why you talking about a man like that?" It was more so of like, "I'm gonna obey and listen to my parents, but let me just try this one more time. Can I keep him on?" Like he was a pet or something. Sick. That's sick.
Okay. So for yourself,
Mm-hmm.
and it doesn't just have to be like white people. Are you open to dating other races besides white and black?
Mm. It's like I am, but I'm not. It's like I am because I do like to experience different stuff. I like to experience different cultures and things, but I also feel like I can experience that with my black king. Like if I want to experience Mexican culture, me and my man can very much experience that together. If I want to experience some Chinese culture, me and my black king can experience that culture together. Like if I want to experience and I was going to say Jamaican culture, which is Jamaican. That's another thing that they also, yeah, they are black, but as you all know, most Africans, Jamaicans, sometimes Haitians, even though we're all black, they don't too much sometimes like us black Americans as much because they figure that we're spoiled, we're lazy, we don't this, that, and the third. But what's crazy is that living in America, we don't even black people don't even have. That's why I say the white people are evil. Like we don't even have the rights. Like for instance, Asians have a Asian bill. They have a Asian bill that protects them from anybody harming them, killing them, anything. But mind you, all the police brutality that black people went through, we ought to have a goddamn bill that protects us from being shot. It ought to be something that says if anybody shoot or harm us, that a motherfucker gonna go sit in jail and damn near rot because of all the things we have been through. And I feel like we've been through so much stuff, and and we kind of got so used of being brutalized by not only police but just white people in general and even our own kind, that a lot of times we've like then detached our emotions from a lot of stuff. Like we will take the the lashings and kind of what's the saying? Sometimes I gotta to laugh to stop from crying. We kind of laugh at our pain more now because we're kind of used to it. But like in America, it's nothing. It's no type of nothing that protects Black people. Like the rights that we have are necessarily not even our rights. We damn near not don't have rights. And even though that's more of the higher ups that do this and put us in this particular box or whatever, but it's still once again when it goes back to race, it's the higher up elites that's the white people. It's white people because they never let a Black person, they let Black people get about right here with them, but we're never sitting here with them. You see what they just did to Diddy? Because don't get me wrong, everything that he did was absolutely wrong, but let's not forget the thing he had going on with the alcohol company where he was finna sue them, and they kind of start feeling like, oh, Ninja, you getting biggity, you getting beside yourself, you trying to put yourself, you trying to act like you equal like us. Oh, we'll end that, and then go and do everything that they did to him. But mind you, they still haven't released the Epstein files. But that's because it's a lot of politicians and a lot of rich people rich white people in that they're not gonna ever do that, because it's like I said, it's a lot of politicians, kings and princes that was in those Epstein files that we probably will never see the light of day before they release that. But oh man, I could go on and on about this, because even though we're talking about interracial dating, that still kind of falls in with just like the power that white people have, period. It kind of almost damn near run together. Like, how you feel about that? Like, in these days now, would you date her? Because I'm gonna say this: if I was to find a white man that treat me well, and I knew for a fact he wasn't on no racist type bullshit, even though once again, like I said, I never forget that it's in their DNA, it lives in their DNA. I mean, I can't say if I would or wouldn't 100% be with him, because these days you just never know. It really would just depend on how the heart feels right then and there at that moment, and what's making me happy. But I mean, at the same time, I'ma still always have it in the back of my mind that this is not 100% right. And it kind of makes me almost damn look like a racist, but I'm not. Like I said, I'm definitely not a racist. I have mixed family members. I have mixed little cousins. My uncles, they love them um white woman. I have an uncle that's married to a white woman. Like, I got a lot of uncles that deal with white women. That's why I get my mixed mulatto baby cousins from. So I'm not white bashing at all, but it's just at some point it's like, where do we draw the line? Where do we draw the line at some point?
Well, for me, I love love. Mm-hmm. Love wins. I am someone who is open to wherever the love comes from, whatever the race, whatever the culture. I don't think you should put yourself necessarily in this box, because then you limit the pool that you can date from. Mm-hmm. It's ideal naturally to want to be with a Black queen and continue the African American bloodline. or whatever the case may be. But at the same time,
I need to take this, y'all. Excuse me.
Is an experience. You said that you dated a white person before, right?
Two of them.
Two. Okay. Now on the physical side of things, would you say that was a better experience for you than it was with black people?
Can you give a little more detail when you say physical?
Well, during the intimate times in the behind closed door.
Say less. Different experience, yes. Better experience, no. They are, I will say this, white men love, I don't even want to say harder than black men, because their love almost feels like a little bit of obsession, low key, and possessive. Like their type of love is the love that they once they, because you everybody know the saying, once you go black you never go back, and they almost get on the obsessive possessive side of things, where it's like, if that type of love that if I can't have you nobody else can. And I experienced that in both relationships with these men. And we're just gonna go ahead and blindly put it out there. The sex is not better than being with a black man. I mean, it was the sex good? Like it was good, but better? Hell no, fuck no. Like it's not. I don't feel like they know how to their stroke game is not giving how black men gone. It's just different, y'all. Y'all know, man. Y'all know ain't nothing like a black man holding you close to him and y'all chest to chest, face to face, breathing each other's oxygen and air, and he putting that thing on you and holding you and stroking you and putting that thing on you. He even gotta be hung and swung like that. Just that love and that affection that you get from a black man, of him putting that thing on you, melting you in his arms. Oh yeah, I'm a little tipsy, y'all. Let me calm down.
Yeah, we kind of pre-gamed before we started this. So,
let me calm down.
You got to excuse us.
Yeah, please do. But it's very much a different feeling, and it's not better. I can honestly say nothing was the only thing I can say that was 100% better, and this kind of probably seems fucked up, but oh well, it's the truth. Is that it's easy to get their money, because a black man will put your ass at a halt when it comes to his credit card. A black man is not playing that. He ain't finna let you overdo it. He ain't finna let you put him in overdrive with his money. He will put your ass at a halt and say, all right, lady, enough is enough. Within a white man, he'll give. He'll damn near get paid and give you his whole shit and tell you, baby, do what you want to do. And I'm not the type of person to take advantage of nothing. I was still very much, even though in these relationships I was in with these white men, I didn't live with neither one of them for it to be able to be talking about us having to pay bills or anything. So I didn't, but I also didn't take advantage of the fact that I know that they're very giving. But I did notice that they are very giving. Like one of the guys that I dated him for like a year and a half, and mind you, we went to like junior high together and stuff. So like I had been knowing him, but like he would get paid, and when he got paid, he would down there give me almost half of his check. He would give me like $500-$600 of his check, and for nothing. Like, I mean, he would get paid, and when I knew he was getting paid that day, I'd be like, babe, I need some money. Like, and he'll be like, how much? And I'm, us as black women, we so used to like not trying to overdo it, especially with our black men when they're paying the bills, doing this, doing that, so we be light on it, like, oh babe, you can give me $150, and he's like $150, girl, hold on. here, and I look, and it's $650. I'm like, damn, this is rent money. But okay, I also wasn't turning it down either. Like, you want to do that, player? You didn't do that, player. You want to give me that? Give me that, boy. Give me that money. Like, if you want to do that. So, but like, other than that, that's the only thing that I can say was better when in dealing with a white man versus a black man, is that the money flow don't end. They will give that money. They will drop that bag. And not saying a black man won't, because a black man very much will, but our black men are no dummies whatsoever. They're not finna get paid. And like I say, even though in this situation we weren't living together for us to be having to worry about bills and things like that together, but still living together or not living together with a black man, he's also not finna get paid. And money that he didn't worked hard for and enslaved for, he's not finna give you down there half of his paycheck. A black man will and can be generous and will, give you 150, 200, maybe even $250, but you're not finna get damn near half of his paycheck. He ain't finna get paid, and on payday, he worried about giving you $650 when this man got car note, insurance, probably paying rent, might have children, black man not finna do that, versus a white man will do that. They're down there going to the negative to make that woman happy financially. So yeah, that's about the only thing that was better, I could say.
Right. Not to drag this out, folks, because I do want to start to condense my videos a little bit more, quality over quantity. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
So we're going to get into some closing statements so we can keep this nice, short, and sweet for y'all. Because, like I said, we are a little diabolical right now. And before we get to spewing things, I want to end it on my end by saying, when it comes to interracial dating, if it's for you, hey, go for it.
Right.
I think that you should, like I said, I think you should be open. I think you should be willing to try those experiences. Even if it doesn't work out, that's okay. I think you need to test yourself. I think you need to step outside of your comfort zone. If you only dated one race, and you never know, you just might like what you find on the other side. Yeah. And if you don't, you can always come back home. Nobody's kicking you out of the community. You can always come back home. So,
really back in.
With that being said, date whoever you want to date. Go where you are wanted. Go where you are loved. Go where you are appreciated. If you do not feel appreciated within your own community and some other community is willing to take you in and treat you the way you feel like you need to be treated, then go over there. That is perfectly fine. So at the end of the day, for me, love wins, love conquer all, no matter what color it is, because love knows no color. And yeah, just Black Kings, go for it. Just go for it.
Go for it. I mean, I'm pretty much gonna piggyback off of what he said. I agree 100% with everything he said. I have no argument against what he said. He's very much right. So his brain is damn near my brain right now. Like, I 100% agree. Ladies too, like, same thing. Don't ever feel you feeling like you not being appreciated or loved or satisfied by our black men. Same thing. You want to date outside your race, then you want to go and try, especially at least give it a try. Like, I know I said a lot of things that probably got people thinking like, or whatever, but I'm not really trying to make this nothing controversial, because like I say, and like he said, love is love. Like, try it. You never know. You don't knock it till you try it. Give it a try. Like, all white people are not bad people. You feel me? Like, if you feel like you it ain't working in within our community of people with love and shit, go out and try it. You might actually fuck around and find your husband and everything else doing that. But also, don't be dumb about nothing. Don't let nobody misuse you, abuse you, talk to you crazy, because they will kind of throw slings out there when they get mad. And that's another thing. I'm going to say this and we're going to kind of end it out. If you're dating outside of your race, specifically a white person, this is for my men and women, and y'all get into an argument and you make them mad enough for them to call you the ninja with the hard ER, or they say anything out of place, out of line that is not cool, that's giving very much giving racist, I feel like that's your cue to 100% leave their ass alone, kick them to the curb, and go on about your business, because that'll show you right there that deep down somewhere in them that it is some hate somewhere towards black people, and you won't never know it until you really piss them the fuck off, and then you see it then. So other than that, I mean, like I say, I agree with everything my good old fella said. So yeah.
And on that note, we want to thank Jacoria for coming back on the channel. And once again, happy birthday to the birthday queen. Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed.
Happy birthday to me.
It's been nice being back for you, my shit stars. I hope you enjoy the new content. We're going to keep the ball rolling coming into the new year. So if you haven't already liked, follow, and subscribe to the channel, please go ahead and do that for you. Boy, and I will be back once again. Thank you for joining me on another episode of Don't Start Your Shit. And if you don't start no shit, won't be no shit. And we are out, people. Later.
Bye.